Okay, welcome to another teacher profile, personality profile reading, and another viewer suggested personality. And of course, this one is Santos Bonacci. And the archetype, as you see from the title, is called the swordsman. And what does the sword represent? The sword can be like, it's called the double-edged sword in Hebrew terminology, but it is about somebody speaking the truth, and they have the ability to cut through the falsehoods and discover the truth. And it represents power, authority, and intellect. And I think that represents Santos quite well. So he's the swordsman. Um, where do I want to start? Just with the name. So if I have the correct information, his birth name is Santo, not with an S. I think he added the S because the name, I mean, it's a heavy name to live up to, but absolutely is in alignment with the reading that I got. Santo, meaning saint, and Bonocci, benevolent, good. So the good saint or the saint of the good. And maybe that was just a little too big of a name to live up to. So put an S on it and make it the saints of the good. So I don't know. I'm just speculating. I don't know why the S was added. Anyway, where do I want to begin? Yeah, I recognize the name Santo. And I probably would recognize him visually. I mean, he's been around for years. And I do recall the feeling of, oh, I may have tried to watch him and maybe couldn't. And again, kind of like that same energy with like Robert Grant, or the information sounds fine, but there was something that was like bothering me a little bit. Anyway, so I went and listened to, I think, his most recent interview with Infinite Waters. I think that's Ralph Smart. Good interview. And yeah, so I know really nothing about what Santos teaches. I haven't even seen him for years and years and years. And I felt nothing at all. Like nothing was triggering me. So I feel there's, truth and sincerity there. However, you can pick up just from the personality side, oh, a little grizzly or something energy. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but I think maybe for some people it might be a little bit like in your face. I don't know what the words are, but a little something there. Maybe aggressive or I know the truth and no one and and you can't change my mind kind of energy. I really don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Um, yeah, so I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so looking at just his birth chart, the numbers absolutely resonates with the name Santo Bonacci. Oh, did I tell you? Yeah, and this fits into the reading. So the Bonacci name, he's from Australia, but it's an Italian name, and the Bonacci name is direct lineage to, forgot the first name, the Fibonacci scale, the person that discovered that, the Fibonacci spiral. Okay, so that's his lineage. Um, yeah, definitely, I would say his core wound. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, when I first checked in energetically, what I saw was it totally fits with the meaning of his name, but an angel, literally an angel, like falling from source into the darkness, and he was kind of like flailing like no. And then the darkness, which just represents physical matter, and this bipolar good evil whatever energy, just the material world. And he was really like struggling, but he had angelic energy and he had wings on, he was falling in. So what I got was that his core wound, while it represents separation from source, it's really his descent into darkness, and darkness meaning these the separation, yeah, it's the separation energy and the wounds and suffering of mankind at this deep um, dimensional descent, right? And so that is very hurts his heart, and that will show up in what something else that I got. So it's that's a lot of suffering of the heart and being in this really dark and light world. And then in the outer world, his karmic condition, it's this 21-3. And it's first of all, he will have probably has had many life situations that will be like, oh my God, this again, like long enduring problems that will test his strength and all. I mean, stuff that we all go through, but it will be very difficult for him. But in his expression, a little karmic condition that we experience perhaps is in his expression, in his delivering of truth, he can overcomplicate things, like maybe delivering too much all at once and you get lost, and it's just you get like whoa. So he has a tendency to do things the hardest, the most difficult way and make things like overly complicated. I do know somebody in my life like that, and you're just like, oh my God, can't you just like don't give me all the details, just give me like the gist of it. That kind of energy. But anyway, definitely here purposely here on a mission. He is not here as an evolving soul. He is here on a mission from on high, here to share these truths and his knowings with others. What else? In his chart, there's some heart energy blockage. We'll get to that. But also, first of all, he has this great, his talent here, what he's here to do is like the number 20 is like burning away all the mental constructs that people have. So he is here to like to just burn that, just break your mind open, to break your mind open. And it's a really big volatile energy. It's called war to peace. So there's like this warring energy. He wants to go out and he wants to break your mind open and share these hidden truths and help you create changes in your life. But when he is triggered, that volatile positive energy turns into volatile negative energy. And I think that's I did some research, and apparently he can be verbally and kind of highly reactive and semi-abusive to people that maybe he's in conflict with, like lots of mean emails and all that sort of stuff. That was from years ago. I don't know if it's still true, but still there's that volatile energy. And I think that's maybe what we feel a little bit in his presentation, which is no big deal. We all are volatile. I'm quite volatile. Yeah. So overall, his life purpose is the rarest number combinations. It's 1-1. It's not 11. It's 1-1, meaning he is here as a transformer to guide, illuminate the path back to source. um it's like heavy teacher, Archangel Michael energy. It's really strength, unity, in alignment with like Shiva, source, God energy, right? Kind of like the architectural understanding of what's happening here. So it's very powerful energy. Yeah, so when I asked, what do we need to know? Our compassionate understanding and I mean, I'm not surprised. I got hexagram 25 or gene key 25. And if we're talking about a little fallen angel, this would be the energy. And what is it? Universal love and acceptance. And I just got one line that's a shadow, and it just represents, that in his volatile state, he has a tendency maybe to see or just in general, to see what's going on into the world, and does like some projection and blaming energy. Not too bad, but has a tendency, maybe these people, the rulers, blah, blah, blah. We all do it. But also it's saying but it has a constricted heart that during this descent and recognizing and feeling the darkness and the suffering of people, because the 25 represents like the deepest sacred wound of humanity, that his heart energy is constricted. Now, there's another reason it's constricted, which I'll tell you, or covered or protected, but there's a little bit of constricted of that heart energy, and that's his recognition of the suffering of the human condition down here. Okay. So you might also feel that in him. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, we got that. So a little bit of constricted energy around the heart. I asked overall, are his teachings truthful? And, uh, yeah, good to listen to. Yes, I got a solid yes. What is his mission? Is he here to uncover hidden messages? Ding, ding, ding. That's his forte. Um, let's see, what else? Oh, yes, of course. I mean, this everything just blended all together. So when I asked what is his greatest gift to humanity, the hexagram that I got was, and I throw the coins 6 times, right, to build the lines. And by the third line, I was like, it's going to be truth. I could just feel it. And sure enough, I got hexagram 63 in Gene Key's terms. It's truth. He's here to deliver his truth. And the great gift is that inquiring mind, or that even that self-doubt. And I have this as well. You doubt yourself, and you doubt what you get, the information, and it keeps you digging deeper and deeper and deeper, right? So you never quite trust yourself. And I think even though that sounds bad, it isn't. It keeps you having an inquiry mind, and then he is here to deliver truth. So that's his gift to humanity. Yes. Okay, so moving on to the senses, what did I get? Smell, sacral, his grounding ability, patchouli. Ooh, I love that smell. And leather. So once again, he's very well grounded. And it means that he is grounded, has abundance, and is highly protected. Taste, which is sacral energy, my relationship with the world, and emotional feelings. And this is, you can't make this stuff up. A lollipop. You remember those big lollipops, circle, 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 the swirl ones? Yeah. I mean, he is here to interact and relate into the world with the knowledge of the Fibonacci scale, the circle, blah, blah, blah. And is that right? Am I mixing things up? Maybe not. I don't think so. It's this thing, but also with a childlike wonder, right? However, the negative side of that lollipop energy is in personal life, and perhaps intimate, and just in relating to the world. There could be this temptation that, is satisfying. What is that? Instant gratification with things. Te- I mean, come on, we all got it. So no big worries there. Sight, solar plexus, how, what am I here to share in the world? Again, I got a carnival energy, and a merry-go-round, which I'm going to share the cycles of life, the truth of life, and it's going to be wonderful. And we're going to talk about all kinds of different things. And I can hear carnival energy. It's like, who, we're going to talk about this, and let's go over to this booth, and we're going to blah, blah, blah. And it's all part of life. And let's go into the fun house and discover the hidden messages in the mirror, that kind of energy. So that was really fun. The heart. So this is touch, and I went to go touch him, and I could easily just go right in and touching him. There was no reaction, nothing, like not even a recognition. So it tells me, uh-oh, we've got a little bit of heart energy shut down. And then when I went to go touch his heart, it was like, oh, I got a big shock. And what I saw was there's a layer of blackness, of protection, but behind it was this huge electrical energy. And I thought, oh, is he purposely holding, or is there a reason purposely holding heart energy back? Ding, ding, ding. Is this to protect him? No. Is it to protect others? Yes. So I know that sounds strange, but there is a huge, and I think it is to protect him a little bit because if you're just like, oh, then it could take you, do you like my singing? Take you away from your mission, perhaps. I don't know. It could be overwhelming, but there was a little bit of his soul energy via the heart just being held back because he is quite the being behind the physical incarnation. Okay. Um, Throat expression. So violins, which I get quite often, and violins represent, oh, you are in soul resonance in your expression. And with him, I had the whole violin section was together, except one over here was like screeching and doing its own thing. And I think that that just represents when he is triggered, his soul expression can get out of key and get a little warring and out of alignment. I mean, that is the human condition. So no problem there. So, what kind of soul is he? I mean, I had to ask, is he an angelic soul? Ding, ding, ding. Is he a energetic descendant from Archangel Michael? And I got a soft yes, like yeah, in part, but I think he's in this just in part. There's a connection there, and I think it's more of intellectual and teachings because Archangel Michael is part of this world from what I'm told. But oh, and then it came to me. Oh, is he a direct energy descendant of Metatron? Ding, ding, ding. So that's my reading on Santos Bonacci, and I think it's a perfect name. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this personality profile. Till next time.